Stand by, rehearsal, okay.
Welcome to Live from St Kilda with your host, the one, the only, supercilious, dismissive, annoying, egotistical, precious and mediocre Ben Murphy.
Mediocre?
Well, you are a precious, greedy little diva. I mean, it's all about you.
Well, who else would it be about?
Well, me?
And you're...
I'm Tony. I do the voiceovers.
You do?
Well, I just did one. I just introduced you.
You did?
Oy vey, you just walked out of my voice.
Nah, yeah.
Well, you know, I'm one of those little people backstage that make you shine like a star.
You do, and you do a great job. I appreciate everyone on the crew. Aiden, Paris, Scott, Tim, George, Zara, absolutely everyone. And you... Tony, I appreciate you the most of all. Come on, give us a hug.
Oh, I'm truly touched.
Oh, good. Well, you go be touched over there in your little corner. Cheers. Oh, who was that? Okay. Freaking weirdo.
Welcome to Live from St Kilda. Make some noise for your host. It's Ben Murphy.
Thank you. Good evening. How are you all doing? Oh, good. I'm getting a little bit worried, to tell you the truth. Summer is almost here, and my summer beach bod is nowhere to be seen. A little like my feet. I'd always dreamed of a bigger bulge, but it wasn't my tummy I had in mind. I think lockdown is to blame. I did so much baking. Here is my attempt at banana bread. Yes. And my cupcake recipe, I thought it was a cake made out of cupcakes. I completely got that wrong. I'm so obsessed with baking. My mate asked me the other day, "What's up?" And I kid you not, I replied with muffin much. Muffin much. I know, that's insane. So with that said, the chance of me rocking a six-pack is more like this. Yes, a little bit of surgery pop in there. My partner said to me last night, "Babe, I bought you a weight loss tape." And I was a little bit confused because how are we going to play a tape in this day and age? Turns out he got me duct tape for my mouth. Though with jokes like that, I'm going to be 70 kilograms lighter soon because a divorce may be on the cards. Speaking of food, yesterday was Thanksgiving for all of our American friends. Thanksgiving is a classic holiday celebrated by eating lots of food, surrounding yourself with friends and family, and ignoring all the violent colonial history behind it. It's basically Australia Day, except their drunken angry bursts are in the cold and ours are in the sun. Tonight, we're lucky enough to be visited by Ali and Eve from the Chantoozies. These lovely ladies have an upcoming concert at Rochford Wines, which I'm super excited for. If it's anything like my last encounter with Rochford Wines, I'll end up grabbing the microphone, singing some Donna Summer, and passing out in the punch bowl. I'm only kidding. That was Yellowtail Estate. We've also got some random game show, and we have an incredible performance from Tash York, who'll be here in studio performing. All that and more. So settle in, hit like on the socials, and welcome to Live from St Kilda.
It's time to feel the vibe and move your feet. It's St Kilda Beats.
Aaron Schembri is a super talented local musician. By the age of 16, he started performing with and developed a close relationship with the late Ross Hannaford, Daddy Cool. With a credit list with more notches on it than the bell that had to get after eating too much during lockdown, he has gone on to create and release a stellar new track, It's Not Goodbye. Inspired during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic in Australia and Melbourne, and how it affected everyone in the entire music industry, it soon became apparent that other industries throughout the globe were and still are struggling. Aaron joins us now. Hello, Aaron!
Hey Ben, thanks for having me on the show. This tune's called It's Not Goodbye, and it's from the Lockdown Sessions album. I wrote it late last year, and it was about the whole pandemic situation we had going on. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, let's take a look at It's Time to Say Goodbye Now.
For so long now, there's nothing left to lose. It's not goodbye, this is our time. This is our chance to make it right. It's not goodbye, this is our time. This is our chance to make it through. about time. This is our chance to make it right. We'll keep our eyes on the prize. And now that we've paid our dues.
Thanks again for having me, Ben. Look forward to catching you in the studio soon.
See you, mate. It's Not Goodbye is available now. You can find that and more tracks from Aaron at aaronschembri.music. That's at aaronschembri.music.
It's time to play some random game show.
Thanks so much, Tony, and thanks at home. Remember, you can play along at home, hashtag live from St Kilda. Today we're playing a fantastic game and we're joined by two contestants. Who we got, Tony?
Ben, our first contestant today is a musician from Gladstone Park who collects nerdy action figures. Welcome, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
Our second contestant and his opponent today is a broke uni student from Taylor's Hill who considers himself a pop culture connoisseur. Let's say hi to Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. All right, welcome to you both. Reese, in your little bio there, it said you like to collect nerdy action figures.
Yes.
Now, that's kind of a pointless sentence, aren't all action figures nerdy?
Yeah, look, it depends on the ones that you get. You can buy action figures that aren't necessarily to nerdy pop culture. So.
Give me an example of an action figure that's not nerdy.
Look, probably...
Fantastic stuff. All right. And next to you, we are joined by Jacob. Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
Thanks for waking up.
Yeah. No.
Is this a... Maybe you haven't quite woken up yet. Are you even sure what's going on? Now, Jacob, we're playing a game called Thoroughbred or TV Movie. Which category are you most likely to excel in?
Oh, I think I'll put my money on TV show and movies.
Nice. Can either of you make horse impressions? No. Very good.
Take a...
Nice! Excellent. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask the question in full. Once I give you the two options, buzz in. If you get it correct, you get the point. Get it incorrect, point goes to your opponent. Are you ready?
Sure.
Here we go. Question number one. Magic Carpet Burns. Is it an Australian mayor whose father was called Foreplay, or a satirical coming-of-age film about 5 frisky teens? Oh, Jacob, you were in first.
I think I'll go with the first one, Australian Mayor.
Correct! It was a racehorse whose mother was Gold Genie. It's one of those horses up there. Interesting stuff. All right, here we go. Question number two. Bruce the Horse. Is it a humble, unassuming Australian thoroughbred, or the tale of a young girl who tries to find a winning horse for her horse trainer uncle? You were in?
Pretty sure it's a young girl with the horse training uncle.
No, it's an Australian racehorse with only one win before retiring. Why the long face? I had to do it. I couldn't resist. All right, so your point goes to Jacob. All right, Jacob, if you get the next question correct, you win by default. So you need to get the next one, Reese, to stay in the game. Here we go. Nancy. And no, it's not what people used to call me at school. Kids are cruel. All right. Is it a 2-year-old filly who with above average potential, or an orphan sibling kept hostage in, it's my speech impediment. A speech impediment. Sorry, a dyslexia. Oh, forget about it. Is it a 2-year-old filly with above average potential, or orphaned siblings kept hostage in their seaside home by a deranged stranger? You were in first!
I'm going to guess TV movie, but if it isn't, that's a good premise.
It is! It's Nancy. Nancy is the TV winner, which means Jacob on 3 points is our winner! Oh, yeah, you get an exciting prize today. Tony, what prize do we have?
Ben, today's champion will win a $100 dinner voucher thanks to our fabulous sponsor, Relax and Play, Melbourne's #1 kids-friendly family entertainment centre.
Oh, $100 for Jacob there. Let's give him a round of applause. That's excellent. Be sure to check out Relax and Play. They really do have some of the best food in Melbourne. If you want to become part of the show and battle it out for your chance to win, send us an email with the subject Game Show to contact Live from St Kilda to join in the fun in our daily games, prizes and random fun. Still in the way is an incredible vocal performance from Tash York, and after the break, Eve and Ali from the Chantoozies will be here in studio to talk about Sunset Sounds at Rochford Wines, Yarra Valley. Now, here is your You Go Think. It's a syringe needle with drops of red, or maybe blood, and what looks like a sparkly bit of glass, or a gem of some sort. Back soon. Congratulations! Wow, it seems I told both my plumber and grade 10 maths teacher I love them last night. Facebook really should come with a do not operate while drinking warning. Your movie title clue was a syringe needle with drops of red and what looks like a sparkly bit of glass or a gem of some sort. It was, of course, blood diamond. Yikes.
This is
Chit.
Some things are just meant to be, and it was certainly that way for our incredible guest tonight. In '86, the dynamic female pop vocal group dominated the 80s and 90s with their party anthems and are adored by audiences for their vibrant live shows. They've played to packed houses, sold out national tours, and joined international headliners on the road, all while keeping true to their ethos of putting on a great party. And wow, do they have a party in store for us all as they headline Sunset Sounds Rockford Wine's Yarra Valley on Saturday the 26th of February 2020. Please welcome Eve and Ali from the Chantoozies! Hello! Good to see you. Hello, how are you? Please grab a seat. No. COVID. What COVID? Forget it. Hey, I've been freaking out of you girls coming out because I've, always reading it, the Chantoozies, there's a Chantoozies, and pronouncing it wrong. But then I found out that pronouncing your name incorrect is actually how the group name came about.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes. So,
Chanteuse.
Yeah, it's the French for...
Female singer.
Female singer, chanteuse. But I think it was David Rain, actually, who was our original drummer, said, they're never going to... People aren't going to get that right. They're going to... They're going to say the shan, the something Uzis, and then we sort of played around with the word and
We Australianised it.
came up with we bastardised it.
Oh, that's
So
right.
did you bastardise it before you came out with the name?
Before we
or-
gave people an opportunity
Yeah,
to do
or
that.
let people
No,
bastardise
we
it for
got
you.
We got him first. That's the way we roll. We
Yeah.
always get him first.
So you came up with the little bit easier name for us Ochre
Yeah.
Australians, the Chantoozies. Have you ever been introduced incorrectly, even with the simplified version?
I don't know.
No,
I mean,
I don't recall
We
any...
might have been called Bananarama or something.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we've... yeah, which is completely wrong.
And that was weird because we played with them. And
We did.
Yeah,
we supported Bananarama.
Oh, do they know about that? How were they?
What?
Well,
No, they were great.
Someone
They were
I guess
fantastic.
maybe they weren't that great. There was a little side look there. But you ladies have been... you formed in '86.
Yes, we did.
And
Born in '86.
born in '86.
That's
No, formed in
right.
'86 when you guys were 2. What's been the secret to having such a long career? It's incredible.
I don't know. I guess, look, we're also actors,
Yeah.
and we all sort of do other things. So I suppose there's a chance to go off and do those things. A few years ago I went off and did a play, and so we come in and out of it, and I think that helps keep it fresh for us. And
but
we're
also we're friends.
really, really close friends. We're like sisters, and we not only did we grow up together on the road, but we've stayed very, very close friends.
Like
So-
that.
So do you think that the secret to longevity is then having those gaps and being able to come in when it feels, rather than
Yeah.
forcing those moments together?
Yeah.
So it's organic,
Yeah.
kind of. There's no pressure, and I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And at various times of the Chantoozies' existence, you've had 3, sometimes 4 members. I'm
That is
wondering...
true. We're the Green Bottles.
We're the Green
You know,
Bottles. You've got a concert coming up at the Rockford Wines on the 22nd of February.
Yeah.
Do you need a third?
Sure,
Hello,
why not?
Sure.
I mean, I know I'm not the definition of, is it chanteuse?
Chanteuse.
Chanteuse.
Si.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've got a mean tuck. I could learn, I
Yay.
could jump up there.
Nice.
Look,
okay,
we'll get our
sure.
people to call your people.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't want to arrange it now on air. You just want
Yeah.
to do it discreetly and
Yeah.
get out of it. Fair enough. We've actually, the three of us all have something in common.
What is
we've
that?
all been on Neighbours.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go. Have
Now-
you been
I don't
on
think I've
Neighbours?
been
Oh, you haven't been on Neighbours? Oh, well, 2 of us have
No.
something in common.
Yeah.
Then. Sons and Daughters, you guys were on together.
Sons.
Yes, that's true.
But you know what? This whole thing with me on Sons and Daughters, it was like my first ever sort of sniff of acting, and I was literally a sniff on the show. Like it was 5 seconds. So
Right.
I don't know if you could technically.
But if
say-
you were in LA or something, you'd say, "Oh my God, I was, starring in this film,"
Oh, sure,
and
sure.
and you'd
Well,
go
no-
watch the film, and you'd look down at your watch or something, and you'd look up, and you
You'd
wouldn't
have
see
missed them.
them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You just looked out at
Whereas
that same moment
Australians
you walked
always go,
across.
"Oh,
Nah, it wasn't
you'll
really.
hardly see me," and then they're like the lead.
Yeah.
You underplay everything.
In Neighbours, my character, Brad Dawson's description was, he's a nice guy, but he's dealing drugs to get through his study to become a kindergarten teacher. Needless to say, it's a pretty
Who
awful
was writing
storyline.
those lines?
Yeah.
That's great.
What's the worst
And were you
storyline you've
selling
had?
them to young kids in the?
Well, see, that's the thing. We
Like
got to
at the
set,
school gate,
and they
you know,
realised
that
that they
would've been
couldn't
nice.
show any of the scenes that they wrote because 6 p.m. time slot, drug dealing, and so most of my stuff was cut. So, yeah.
Oh,
That
Brad
is,
Dawson.
don't take it personally.
Let's start a campaign.
Bring back Brad Dawson.
Yeah.
Neighbours. Tony's cousin,
Get
I think
that
I was.
kid dealing at the
What?
gate.
But didn't you
the
go
school
on
gate.
and then you died or disappeared or something happened and then you came back?
I went to live in a neighbouring suburb. And I think I went off into the sunset with an inspired piece of casting with Peter Bensley, who was my real boyfriend at the time. So they thought, I know, we'll get him down from Sydney. He can play her boyfriend and they'll go and live in a neighbouring suburb. And then I came back.
But as someone else, didn't you come
20
back as a
years later
completely
as-
different
completely
person?
different person.
And you could probably go in again as someone else. They tend to do that, don't they? Bring people back as playing different characters.
Another 20 years, maybe. Sure.
Now, it's been a tough year for gigging entertainers, but things are coming back. And the last year, you've been working heavily making your incredible album, the Chantoozies compilation. That's a word I can't pronounce.
Compilation.
That's the one.
It's
We'll go
like
with
me
that.
with brewery.
Brewery.
I have trouble saying brewery.
It was like, whose idea was it to put an S in the word lisp? But it's just cruel, isn't it? So at the festival you're doing, are you going to be performing the entire compilations? This album?
Well, yeah, because it's all the hits and all the favourites.
And a newbie.
And a newbie that Evie wrote during lockdown. And then the minute we got released from lockdown, it was only for a minute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we jumped in the car and we zoomed to the country where we met up with Reggie
Actually
Bowman.
zoomed, not... drove in the car, zoomed, not zoomed online to the country.
Yeah, that's right. No, we drove to the country and we worked with Reggie and he co-wrote the song with me and then...
And he's from Southern Sons.
He wrote all the hits of Southern Sons, you know,
Yeah.
Jack Jones songs. Yeah.
And then we, got out our craft box and we...
Had a crafternoon.
We had a
We made
crafternoon and we put the CD out, which was great because then we could sort of sell it online. We sold a whole lot of them online to begin with, and now we sell them at gigs. Well,
And I imagine a couple of these, for those people who haven't already got one, which you should already have your copy, there might be some of these on sale at the 22nd of February at Rockford Wines Festival.
yes,
Yeah.
we're very excited about doing
And
that.
look, it's all the insight. That's our past.
Oh, look at that.
The good old days.
Is Anthony LaPaya, Hugh Jackman, and others going to be joining you on stage? Because they
Sure,
were in your
they're
hit.
actually...
Sure, they're desperate too. We
yeah.
keep saying, whatever, guys, it was just the film clip. Stop, you're so
Pushing
needy.
it.
You're so
Harassing you.
desperate to be Chantoozies. But
They were all wannabe Chantoozies.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Admitted, they all said.
Yeah.
You can add me to that list. I'm a wannabe Chantoozie as well.
Right.
You
And
are
Brad-
welcome anytime.
Oh,
You
thank
and
you
Brad
so much.
Dawson.
And you've got incredible performers joining you that day. You've got Kate Sobrano, Daryl Braithwaite,
Ross
Thirsty
Wilson,
Merc, Ross Wilson.
the whole kit and
It'll
caboodle.
be a great gig.
Oh,
And
imagine
it's
this-
always
royalty.
beautiful because, all right, that time of the year is pretty much perfect, February. I always think that's the
Oh, yeah,
hottest
it's a
month
great
in
time.
Australia. You're in a winery, so you're not short of a drink. And you take your picnic blanket and you just have this glorious day in the sunshine with just amazing act after amazing act and then us.
Well, I can't wait. I will certainly be there. You can
Yeah.
find the Chantoozies and their incredible compilation album available now. They're going to be at the February 26th Summer Sounds at the Rockford Wines, Yarra Valley, along with the best lineup ever: Thirsty Merc, Daryl Braithwaite, Ian Moss, Kate Sobrano, and more. I'm definitely going to be there. I wouldn't miss it for the world. You can follow Eve and Ali on the socials at the Chantoozies. Eve and Ali, thank you so much.
Thank you!
Still to come, the mesmerising talent of Tash York. While I duck off to the dressing room, stare in the mirror and do some self-positive thinking at my reflection, here is your You Go Think. It's a shower head and a knife. Back soon. Thank you so much. Well, staring into the mirror and looking at this face was not an amazing experience. How do you look at this for 30 minutes a week? Yikes. Your clue was a shower head and a knife. It was, of course, my ex, Psycho. This segment, we look to explore a few topics that are particularly close to my heart and are in need of some attention. One inspiring woman has started a petition to introduce a princess with disabilities to the Disney franchise. Hannah Divany is a 21-year-old writer and disability advocate who also has cerebral palsy. She started a change.org petition to give millions of children around the world the invaluable chance to see themselves having adventures, rich full lives, and being the hero of their own stories. Hannah says, I hope to be the voice I never heard and the face I never saw growing up for anyone out there who might feel they need me. And as a writer, editor-in-chief of Missing Perspectives and 2022 Young Australian of the Year nominee, she is a shining example of what can be achieved. Hannah hopes that introducing a princess of other representation will dispel the painful idea that many children subconsciously absorb, that life with a disability has to mean a life without joy, adventure, friendship or love. And that's simply not true. Keep up the fantastic work, Hannah. You're doing a great job. What do you think of Ben Murphy and the recent controversy he's faced?
Sorry, not familiar.
You're not familiar with Ben Murphy? Nah, you and 24 million other people.
Sure.
Not sure?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite Australian TV personality holding a microphone in Chapel Street?
You.
Oh my gosh, and who am I?
I have no idea.
Do you think Ben Murphy should be given a second chance?
Yeah, whatever.
Even after what he's done?
Ben Murphy, I don't know Ben Murphy.
Who's your favourite TV show in Australia that's holding a microphone and speaking to you right now?
I don't even know.
What do you think of Ben Murphy?
Who?
Now, I don't know about you, but since things have opened up, I have not stopped going out and supporting local performing artists. The no-names, the unknowns, anything I can, just to get out there and book tickets to anything and everything. Tonight's variety performer is a staple of the Melbourne performing arts scene. Known for her distinctive looks and mesmerising voice, her unmissable new show, Happy Hour, will be on at the Butterfly Club December 13th to 18th. And trust me, they will sell out. So do yourself a favour and book now. Singing her new song based on that word that artists were told to do repeatedly the last 2 years, please welcome Tash York! Hello, Tash!
Hello, darling. How are you?
So good to see you.
You as well. So good to be in a room with another person.
I know, it's like it's not real here. It's happening. It's not through Zoom.
Exactly.
Now,
so
you're
wonderful.
performing a song for us tonight called Pivot, which is what all us performers have had to do the last year.
I am, yeah. I wrote it for Melbourne Fringe, actually, for the closing night awards party.
Yep.
And I just figured I'd write a song that would really just encapsulate the last 2 years that we've all been through as entertainers.
And Netflix and Getting Fat didn't have the same ring title as Pivot?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it was obvious, but that's fine. I'm wearing a lot of corsets right now, so it's going to be
You look
okay.
fabulous. Well, I'll let you go and get ready. You can follow Tash York at Tash York in it, and be sure to go and buy tickets for her incredible show coming soon. Here she is with Pivot!
What the hell am I doing here? I'm singing to a camera on a business conference suite. My audience trapped in little squares. It's not easy, and I'm pretty easily distracted. I have been standing here weathering the storm, trying to hold on to the life I used to perform, wishing, hoping, trying, crying, coping, thriving, but still thriving. Somehow I have been wasting times with my beautiful fam, the ones that I chose long ago who understand when we went dancing, drinking, hugging, smirking, perking, thirking, but still thriving. Somehow, step all things are starting to change. Out of adversity, I built up my range. I log in, I log out, I'm on Zoom, I unmute, and somehow we're together, cause we're pivoting. It just clicked and we worked out what we can do. We're just pivoting. Looked around, there's no crowd, so we got a webcam. Pivoting. The only stage I've had is stage 3 and 4 restrictions. Pivoting. Pivot up, pivot down, pivot all the way round. Dressing up with nobody at home, putting on the Ritz cause my social life's gone. Feeling worried, shitty, lonely, pity, and overly just feeling shitty. Isolating, we have been reassessing what's important in life, making do even though our mental health thrive. Feeling lonely, pity, worry, shitty, and overly just feeling shitty. Isolating. Step all things are starting to change. Out of adversity, I built up my range. I bought $20, $10 ring lights just to look this good. And together, cause we're pivoting. We're on the right track even though there's nowhere to go. We're pivoting. We're shoes and pants, it's our way of life now. Just pivoting. Instead of having a strike for being up for 2 weeks, just pivoting. Pivot up, pivot down, pivot all the way round. A pivot. I'm missing your human touch, man. We've been through so much, but I'd rather see you safe than have my ego brush. We've been through 4, 5, and 6, and we know all the tricks to keep us motivated while isolated and masturbating. Love being queer, I live for the cheer. I can't wait to be the fringe with the 18th beer. Can't wait to be back here next year, but I know for the time being we're still turning it out, scream and shout, because baby we are pivoting now. We're just pivoting. It just clicked and we worked out what we can do. We're just pivoting. Just like my stoner friend who's now a yoga influencer, pivoting. Just like my high school drama teacher starting OnlyFans, just pivoting. Pivot up, pivot down, pivot all the way round. Pivot up, pivot down, pivot all the way round. Pivot up, pivot down, pivot all the way round.
Tash York, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, that was fabulous! She'll be at the Butterfly Club in December. Find out more at Tash York in it. Be sure to jump on our socials and join in all the behind-the-scenes gossip, random prizes, and even games at Live from St Kilda. We'll be back next week. Until then, look after yourselves and one another. I'm Ben Murphy. Bye-bye for now!